Hello there, fellow NPCs. I am Carbon Scythe, and we are going back into Chasing Sunsets. We have not started the game yet, per se. So far, we are just going through some memories. That is not even Kurt's, but they're more like Walter's memories, and about how our mom and my stepsister's dad. Yeah, that's going to happen. We already said that she's our sister. So yeah, stepsister's dad went on a first date and are about to go on a second date. So let's go through this corridor of memories. What's it called? It has a specific name to it. I don't remember what it is. Memory lane. That's what it calls it. Corridor of memories. Okay. But whatever. Let's go. I remember that. Your dad and I went golfing the next day. That's all he could do. That's all he would talk about. Oh yeah, they really hit it off. Damn, my head is big. Soon after their date, they decided to introduce Ye and I. You should have seen her, Walter. All dimples and pigtails. And no pigtails in this picture. Mom and James had gone out again soon after. Cola. She was all smiles when she got home. James brought out a playfulness in Mom I didn't know she had. This movie is pretty romantic. A second date with a chick flick and popcorn. Time to test the waters. Yeah, I knew it. Ruffle. That'll leave a mark. Soon they were seeing each other every weekend. Even as a kid, I could see Mama coming out of her shell. She was always over the moon on date nights. I bet money she was the one who made the first move. She was a woman who got what she wanted once she made up her mind. Jay and I spent a lot of those evenings together too. It didn't take long before things got more serious. Between Mom and James, I mean. Muffles giggled. I think they're asleep. Oh, free roam. Or something, no? Why is this marked out? Why couldn't I just press... Let's try it. Yeah, I can just press enter, like always. What? Sarah. Shh. God, I want you, James. I've been waiting for this for so long. Since I met you, really. That's heavy breathing, yeah. I don't think I've ever been this wet. Well, we all know where this is going. We don't need Kurt to remember his mom boinking ugly, so I will see you in just a moment. Well, that was short and sweet, to say the least. And she made a joke again about him being an overachiever. You know, that's going to be a fun little thing that they have as they grow old together. If they do, I actually don't know, but it feels like something is going to happen. We're focusing too much on the parents for something not to happen to them, you know. Don't remind me. James was pretty unbearable there for a while. Nothing more pathetic than a middle-aged man in love. Dude! Of course, Ye and I both got to see a lot more of our parents. But some things took a little getting used to. Oh God, don't stop! I'm getting close. God, yes, finish inside. I want it all inside. Fuck, I'm gonna go. God, I can feel it. Jesus, I'm coming too. Try hitting me. Boom. Headshots. Hey Kurt, what you playing? Call of Duty. Grab a controller. Help me camp this bug. Terrorist behind the crate. Flashbang. I see him. Did you? Owned. Dad and Sarah praying in the bedroom. Wait, what? The door's locked, but I heard Sarah telling God she was coming. You don't think they're going to make us start going to church, do you? Yeah, that's a fair reaction. And why does he have pecs already? A few weeks later, my nanny quit so she could take a client closer to home. That worked out well, since James had just left Pricer. He spent his days playing with Jay and I. Go along, Kurt. Yeah. Got it! Great catch, buddy. Okay, big arm, I'm wide open. Good, shoulder back. Oh shit! What's up, sweetie? Huh? Oh. Damn, she's good. I mean, she is not the stereotypical little girl, if we say that. She is good at Call of Duty, and she obviously doesn't take crap from Kurt throwing balls at her. Yeah. Sometimes it was fun. Sometimes I had to suffer through it. All that on top of starting his new company. Imagine trying to balance building a new family and a new business at the same time. Just opening this bar was more stress than my marriage could handle. Well, I meant it when he said he wouldn't choose between his family and his job again. He stayed behind the scenes and ran the day-to-day through a close friend. Seems like he moved in with you guys pretty quick too. That's 4 months after they met. Yeah, he took the bedroom next to mine. Mom stayed at Pricer, but took a less demanding role. Her heart just wasn't in research anymore. I have my suspicions on how she spent her last few months with the company. Hi, George. Sarah Forrester. Sarah, it's been a while. I was just thinking about you the other day. That's sweet, George. How's your family? Family's great. Andrew's been hounding me to invite you and the boy to dinner. We would love to, though I confess this isn't entirely a social call. Great timing. I was just retrieving your portfolio last week. We haven't talked about it since the divorce. You're well diversified, but we never set any goals beyond your son's college. That's what I wanted to talk about. George, I'm at something of a crossroads. I also need your counsel on the no-compete clause in my contract. I need to tread very carefully here. Well, come in tomorrow morning and we'll talk about it. Whatever crossroads you're at, you'll be relieved to know you're in good shape no matter which way you go. You know, Walter, I thought about fate a lot recently. How one moment in time evolves into a life-changing event. I think it's called the butterfly effect. Like a chance coffee date turning into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. Wow. So she did take the job. Went to a multi-billion enterprise. So either the James' business were extremely successful, or Sarah took a even better off paid job. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's not exactly what I was thinking about, but yeah. Your bedroom, Boston, 16 years ago. Psst, Kurt! Are you awake? His TV was on just a few minutes ago. He's sleepy. I know a secret. I went shopping with Daddy today. We went to a jewelry store. You're gonna be my brother. And I already love you. Well, Kurt, you're still with me, boy? You're still with me, son? Huh? Oh, sorry. My mind went someplace else for a minute. Someplace warm and tropical by the look on your face. No, that came later. Anyway, James proposed to Mom that May. They got married on Tunaloo Island in the Pacific to the following winter. Was it Tunaloo? Tunaloo. Yeah, I didn't read too fast. And that's where the story I promise you really begins. And they started a life of secret agents, and went across the entire world. And this is their story, Chasing Sunsets. Okay, yeah, there we go. O'Halloran's Pub, Boston, present day. And I guess that's it for the prologue. I've heard blending a family is difficult, but it came easy for us. Are we getting to the part where you tell me what went wrong? Jeez, Walter, patience! No patience! You started this 16 years ago! You are the one who don't know how to tell this fucking story, bro. Dude. At first, my sister and I were inseparable. We walked to school together every day. No, in the original 1977 movie, Han Solo shot Greedo before he had a chance to pull his blaster. Lucas tried to whitewash him in the remakes. He was always better as an anti-hero. Throw her a bone, challenge her opinion. Dude, I don't care about Star Wars. But I heard that Han shot first. That's a old meme. I guess Han Solo was a pretty shady character before he joined the rebellion. If he really did shoot first, it would sort of fit. I say it makes for a better story because there's an actual character growth. Dude, they're too young to talk like that. The best stories are always about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. See Jay's side of an important sci-fi controversy. Mind blown. But I still feel like he was just a strong character without murder on his resume. I didn't even know how much I needed a father figure. But James stepped up in a big way. I like how the sound effect is animated. That's a nice touch. Hey Kurt, time to learn how to use a lawnmower. But Mom paid someone to do that. Well, now we can pay you to do it. Now I have to earn my allowance? You never learn to value money if you don't. Come on, it'll be fun. Then the incredible race will be on TV. Mowing the yard doesn't sound like fun. What did I say? Did I say mowing? I meant to say it anyway. James, nobody at school even thinks we're rich. We live in this boring old house and I have to do chores. What's the point of money if all we do is save it? You may not understand it, but someday you will. Money can't buy happiness, Kurt. What other people think you have will never be as important as what kind of person they think you are. But money can buy Call of Duty too, and that comes out tomorrow. That would make me happy. Now you have motivation to mow the lawn. Let's do this. And then you can buy it for yourself. I guess. I'll be right out. Dad. You know, money can also buy a snowboard. Which would also make me happy. Yeah. Let's talk about that after we've had a look at your report card. For now, maybe we can get you signed up for that parkour class at Subtotal Fitness. Really? As luck would have it, a sick day is what first came between Jay and I. Finally, now we're getting somewhere. Get up, Kurt. You'll be late for school. Oh, I tried, Mom, but I told you I don't feel good. That has nothing to do with the fact that College Shooter came out yesterday, right? Dude, Rick and Morty already exist? Okay. Which means this... might have to check the dates, but this is taking place in the future. Yeah. Why won't you believe me, Mom? Mother's intuition. Convenient timing. Not my first day on the mama job. Should I keep going? I got more. I'm really sick this time. Really sick. Mr. Thermometer doesn't lie. I'm not sure the same can be said about you. You don't feel feverish to me. Open up. You're the... I don't know what you'll the is supposed to mean. I'm going to get your sister ready for school. Leave that under your tongue. I'll be back in 1 minute. Mr. Thermometer meet Mr. Lamp. Mr. Thermometer never lies, huh? You slip the thermometer back under your tongue just as Sarah returns. Maybe you're running a little hot. Told you! Okay, here's the deal. You can stay home today, but no video games. Understand? Yes, Mom. Campbell home, Boston, several hours later. Playing games again? Yeah, playing games. Boom! Headshot! Oh crap, someone's home. Better turn off the TV and see who it is. There's voices outside. That's Jay. Because he was sick today, Jenna. I'm just saying, it's strange that you spend so much time with him. Wasn't it fun today? Just us girls? Sure, I guess. What's your problem with Kurt anyway? You never talk about my brother like this. Because you don't follow him around like a lost puppy. I don't follow Kurt around like a puppy. Is that really what people think? You just don't see it, but everyone else does. People say that you're the weirder new girl crushing on her stepbrother. Leave her alone, nobody said that. You just haven't heard it because you don't have the right friends. Ew, that's gross. You have the right and wrong friends. She's never going to fit in if she doesn't ditch her loser brother. Jenna's a spoiled bitch, but she's popular. This is Jay's first year here after all. I already have a bunch of friends, but she only has Tara. Maybe Jenna's right. Jay can't make new friends if I'm always in the way. You feel a flash of jealousy, hurt, and anger. Then it's gone, replaced by quiet resolve. I know what I have to do. Campbell home, Boston, later that evening. Everyone runs faster with a knife. Try hitting me! Okay. Hey, Kurt, what's your plan? College Shooter 2, Contemporary Battle. Let's team up. I was just finishing up. Yeah, Dad asked me to do some shorts anyway. You go ahead. So he's distancing himself in order to get Jay to get new friends. But Kurt. Campbell home, Boston, the next morning. Mom, have you seen Kurt? Yes, honey. He left for school a few minutes ago. He was supposed to wait for me. I thought he did, sweetie. You two always walked here to school together. He did it last night too. I think Kurt is mad at me for something. Did you ask him about it? I try to, but he just makes excuses to leave. Dad and I will talk to him at bedtime and see what's going on. How does that sound? I guess. I just don't know what I did wrong. Boston, Campbell, home. Boston after school. Hey buddy, how do you feel at school today? It was a lot better today, but Mom still had me on bed rest. Prove it. Prove it. Let's see some parkour moves, buddy. Watch this! You're a natural. I can't wait to do that class. What class, honey? James' dad said I could sign up for parkour class at the fitness center. It's dad now. I said maybe, if you stayed on top of your grades, champ. Oh, I will. Say, Kurt, Jay is pretty upset you left her for school without her this morning. Is there something going on between you two? Oh, no. Stupid. Promise me you won't be mad. We promise we'll listen. So, why don't you tell us what's going on? I overheard Jenna telling Jay that she wouldn't make any friends. Kids say mean things all the time. Sticks and stones. Why do you let Jenna get under your skin? Jenna said it's because she follows me around like a puppy. At first I was pissed. Language. Angry. But I think she might be kinda right. I don't want Jay to get picked on. I'm just giving her some space so she can make other friends. That's very mature thinking for a boy your age. She's certainly been spending a lot of time with you. Still, this doesn't feel like the right way to change that. Kurt is putting up a brave front, but I can see he's hurting. I don't like this either, but I also feel like you're both missing out by not cultivating other friendships. I don't want to hurt her feelings. She just needs a little push. We'll talk to her, but this isn't your problem to fix. I'm not even sure it's a problem to begin with. And Kurt, be careful not to push too hard. Would hate to see anything come between you two. It's been heartwarming watching you two connect the way you have. I won't, Mom. I take it that sour expression means James' instincts were right. Yeah, Jay was furious when she found out what I was doing. This might be the one time Mom and Dad miscalculated. How so? Jay took it as a personal betrayal. That's when I really learned how competitive she can be. Did you try talking to her? Of course. You know how it is. Whether you talk about it or not, it's a mistake. Sounds an awful like you're describing marriage, son. Yeah, well, she never walks to school with me again. That seems pretty extreme for avoiding her a couple of times. I was never about avoiding her. She'd have forgiven me for just about anything. Except cutting her out of decisions that affected her, apparently. Still sounds like we're talking about marriage. Well, misguided as I was, it worked. She did make a bunch of new friends. With Ye doing other things, my focus changed as well. I gave up video games, mostly. I loved parkour class, got pretty good at it too. Then James convinced me to try youth football. I used to watch video clips of your games with James. We thought you'd go pro at one point. Dad wanted me to be the next Julius Adolescent. I enjoyed football, but it was never going to be my passion. I had agility, but not the speed or size to go pro. Training, son. You'd have gotten there. You had that fire in your belly. I guess we'll never know, but to answer your original question, I always got mixed signals from Ye. She gave me the cold shoulder at home, yet show up for all of my games. Like religiously, rain or shine. Even Mom and Dad had to miss on an occasional match. When I was at football camp, she'd feed my fish without being asked. On her birthday, she always left a nice gift on my bed. You better have left one on hers too. Give me some credit, Walter. I'm not stupid. Moving on. Our antagonism was hardest on Mom and Dad. It felt like they messed up a good thing. Or at least didn't stop me from messing up a good thing. I'll be honest, although this sounds like she blew it way out of proportion. Well, like I said, I was far from perfect. Campbell home, Boston, 11 years ago, so it's been 5 years. They're a bit older now. Come in. Hey sis, Mom wants to talk to you. What about? And this is one of the t-shirts MC wears in College Games, right? I remember that. I'm not sure. She was on the phone with Mr. Lombardo talking about a babysitting gig earlier. That might be it. Tell her I'm busy. I'll be out in a bit. What are you doing? Is that a diary? What it's not is any of your business, Kurt. Oof. Let's try to leave an olive branch. We gotta be the big brother. No, not big. The good brother. J-Love +1. Ooh, that's sick of the attitude. Nothing, I see. You know, Dad talked me into keeping a journal too. It's the only way I've found that works to organize all my practices. You done? Peacemaker, you use a little charm with Jay when you visit her in her room. Mom asked you to pass along a message. Now you have. Leave. I have no idea what goes on in that girl's head. But I bet I could find out if I could get my hands on that notebook. Ooh, that's bad. Don't do that. It wasn't long before I had my chance. I did it. 2 days later. Leaving, sis? Said isn't so. I'll be babysitting Andy and Brianna, if anyone asks. Why would anyone ask? Such an ass. Thanks, I've been doing extra squats. Ugh. I don't know why I bother. Enjoy your SpongeBob Square Shorts marathon and cleaning up goldfish crackers. Oh, yay? What? Did Annie and Brianna cry when they found out that you're the babysitter? No, but sometimes I do when I wake up and remember you're my brother. Feisty. You wait until you hear the front door slam. It's go time. And don't read too much into what I said about her being feisty. That can be a neutral term. Shut up. Into enemy territory. Not a lot of hiding places. Hope she didn't hide it in there. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Think that's the pen she was using. No diary though. Hello. Really, sis? You're not even gonna make me work for it. You're not even gonna make me work for it? Diary in hand, you get comfortable on the couch. Let's see what's going on in that little ginger head of hers. This begins about 6 months ago. Let's start at the beginning. I have time. Well, it finally happened. At school, of course. Tara started when she was 12 and I've been jealous all this time. Her period, yeah. Wait, is she talking about? It was so embarrassing and there was nothing else I could do. I had to go to the nurse office for the tampon. Oh, hell no! No, I can't unread this. Skipping ahead. A sleepover at Tara's. This might be interesting. I spent the last night at Tara's place. She invited me over for a dusklight binge, but we just ended up talking. Dusklight. What movie could that be? I was thinking Twilight. Yeah, that might be it. Tara's dad had wine in a box, so we had a couple of glasses. Not sure if I liked the taste, but I liked how it relaxed me. Jeez, they're teenagers. When we got tipsy, Tara asked me how I'd feel if she asked Kurt out. What? It's the first time I've ever lied to her. I told her it didn't bother me, but now I feel sick. She's so beautiful, and if she wants him, she'll get him. Well, she is the hottest girl in school. She's not really my type, though. Do I even have a type? After Kurt and I drifted apart, I'd share the stuff with her. Ooh, these feelings. What feelings? We haven't talked about it in a while, but that doesn't mean I've changed. I think Tara knew I was lying because she dropped it. But if it's not Tara, it will be somebody else eventually. How will I feel about that? Maybe it's better if it's Tara than a total stranger. At least she knows my secrets, and I will consider my feelings dashed out. All I know is this sick feeling won't go away. It's not sick. Here is my... Okay, this might be controversial. I really don't think step-siblings being a problem for a relationship. Because you can view anyone as a sibling, essentially. And it doesn't get any nastier just because you felt like that when you were young. And you have no relation like that, no blood relation. It's just semantics at this point. You might grow out of it, and that's perfectly fine. But it's not sick having a crush, being in love with your stepbrother, stepsister, or anything like that. I don't really think so. Because there is nothing real there. I mean, I wouldn't even say... It's just complicated. Because I don't think there is anything wrong. These are essentially two people who just knew each other their entire life. They could have been neighbors, and they would have fallen in love with each other, and that would be so damn cute, you know? But no, they live in the same house, and their parents are together, so now it's disgusting. I just don't get it. What? Does Jay like me like that? Nah, I get it. Feels weird for me too to think about Jay dating too. Not because I'm into her or anything. I'm just protective of my sister. Right? Anyway, moving on. Another entry from 2 weeks ago. That was my tournament game. Another Saturday watching my brother play this awful game. Mom and Dad went home at halftime to prep the house for a victory party. That was a good game. I scored 4 touchdowns. Kurt took a hard hit in the third quarter. It was a dirty tackle. He got pulled down by his face mask. It was that asshole Calvin Johnson again from Lexington High. So they're high schoolers, or his team is facing off against an older team. Wait, they were 8 in the were they 8? I think, yeah, they turned 8 in the beginning of this game. That was 16 years ago. It's been 5 years since then. I think they should be 13. And which makes sense if Tara got her period at the age of 12. They shouldn't be, they could be, but I don't think they should be 15, 16 when Jay gets her period. It's kind of strange that it would be that long far apart. So 13 sounds right. That was shit as fuck. He was talking shit at me all game. My heart stopped when I saw him not moving. Finally, Kurt gave a thumbs up and I could breathe again. That's when I felt something snap in me. When Kelvin was on the bench, I slipped over to the visiting team section. When nobody was looking, I squeezed a whole tube of joint burn ointment into his helmet. She did what now? He put the helmet on after the next turnover, but wasn't on the field very long. Some joint burn got in his eyes. He tried to run for the locker room yelling for a medic. But he ran into the girls' locker room by mistake and got manhandled by the cheer coach. Oh shit, that was her! That's awesome! Nobody hurts my family. Kurt dashed out. Wow, I had no idea she was even paying attention. She never says anything to me. Win or lose. I wanted to run up and hug him after the game. I was so worried for him. Proud of, squared out. I wish you could see it. Ugh, I'm starting to feel bad about this. Maybe I should put her diary back. Another bit about Tara. I'll read this entry and then return it. I went to Tara's house after school to work on our history project tonight. We lay next to each other on her bed and talked off and on. She brought up Mr. Benson walking into the classroom with toilet paper stuck to his shoe. We both laughed so hard, and that's when it happened. I like where this is going. Her face was just inches from mine. I couldn't stop looking at her lips. I felt confused, but she just kept inching closer. And then her lips touched me. It was the softest thing I ever felt. It wasn't really a kiss. Not at first. It felt like she was asking me a question. I felt warm all over, and the smell of her was everywhere. Cherry lip balm and cinnamon will always remind me of her now. Holy shit, Tara and Jay? This is so hot. We pulled apart after a minute, but we both knew the truth. We were each other's first kiss. I had always imagined it would be with someone else, but this will have to do. I think I can be okay with that. Hope crossed out. Who did she imagine it with? Is there a guy she's into that I don't know about? Did she mean me? There's just not enough info here for me to know for sure. How would I feel about it if she did? You glanced down at your predictable biological reaction. Of course, I guess that's how I feel about it. Is there a page ripped out? You can see the impressions of writing on the next blank page. Try to read impressions. Nope, I've snooped enough. No. We know that it's just a classic, you know, that Jay is gonna walk in on us. So, Jay trust. Oh, that's interesting. Nothing. Gotcha. Jay trust. Okay, so Jay love, Jay trust. I like that. Each character have different statistics. Cool. I've already gone too far reading this. I have a lot to think about. If she felt strongly enough to destroy that page, she can keep that secret at least. I'm already going to hell for what I read. I don't know if returning the diary now keeps him from being a total piece of shit. But it's the only card I have left to play. Now, to sneak this back to her nightstand before she... What the fuck?! I thought we maybe could save that. Oh. What? Is that my diary? Kurt, were you snooping in my room? Jay's question seized with a menace you had never heard of out of her before. Get to the chopper! Run, Luke, run! How... Is that what I'm going to scream one of these? Or because these mean the same thing. Get to the chopper! Do they mean... No time... Just run. Okay. No time to think. Just run. You scramble awkwardly off the couch in a futile attempt to escape. Not today, asshole! Oh! Wow! The world cartwheels as you feel the familiar sensation of being dive tackled. Oh, this is gonna suck without pants! Oof! Yeah, that sucked! As the pain subsides, you become keenly aware of the warmth of Jay's body against you. Don't describe too much. That could be creepy, they're still kids. Be careful with what you're saying hereafter. Her scent surrounds you like a wildflower breeze on a spring day. Give it back, Kurt! Right now! She's beautiful. I dropped it. When was the last time we were this close to each other? In spite of her fury, your eyes are drawn to her features. Wrong kind of panting. Each time she exhales, her breath caresses your face. What is happening to me right now? Wait, what is happening to her? No. Oh. She was ready to kiss him, but she said no in the end. Jay leaps off as if scalded, and quickly collects her diary from the ottoman. Even in her flustered state, she manages a parting jab. Han Solo shot first. You take that back! I agreed with her on that. Stay out of my room! O'Halloran's Pub, Boston, present day. Kids poke into each other's private stuff all the time. But that is where I cut off for today's episode. I got on a small rant about incestual relations. I have had a strong thoughts about that for a long time. It all comes down to circumstance. And this is one of those circumstances where it should be perfectly fine, in my opinion. But yeah, that's it for today's episode, as I said. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.